This is NECO 2023, question number 4A. The question reads, it says solve the equation. This is the equation involving indexed numbers, and the equation says the 27 raised to the power of the 2x minus 1 multiplied by bracket. Inside the bracket is 1 over 3, and that bracket has a power minus another bracket open in the power. Inside the bracket you have 3x plus 2 equals to 9 raised to the power of x plus 3. So solution to this very problem, what you do, copy in the equation first. This is the equation 27 raised to the power of 2x minus 1 times the next index number 1 over 3 as the base, and the power as minus into 3x plus 2 equals to the index number by the right, which is 9 raised to the power of x plus 3. So what you do first is to check all those numbers that you can change it to index form again. Let's do that like this. 27 can be converted to index form. 9 also can be converted to index form. This 1 over 3 also can be rewritten again using one of the law of indices. So let's do that. So 27 when changed to index form gives you 3 raised to the power of 3. 1 over 3 means 3 raised to the power of minus 1. Then I copied the original power in the bracket. Then the 9 is nothing but 3 raised to the power of 2. So what you now do next is to expand the bracket, that is 3 times the bracket minus 1 times this bracket also, and this 2 times this bracket. If that is done correctly, you now have 3 raised to the power of 6x minus 3, that is 3 times the 2x, this gives you 6x. 3 times minus 1 is what you have here, is minus 3. Then minus 1 times this minus 1, that will change it to positive 1, and 1 times this bracket, which is 3x plus 2, that gives you 3x plus 2 as the new power. Similarly, the right hand side, 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 3, that gives you 6. So I wanted to do this multiplication by the left. If that is now done correctly, you have 3 raised to the power of the very first power plus the power of the second index number. Then I copy my right hand side. So let us move. So simplifying this further, that is collecting the like terms, 6x plus the 3x, it will give you 9x minus 3 plus the 2, that gives you minus 1. So what you now do, you have to index the numbers having the same base, and those two index numbers are equal. So which means their powers must be equal. So you can see it here, it implies that the power of the index number by the left, which is 9x minus 1, equals to the power of the index number by the right, which is 2x plus 6. So that gives you simple equation which you can now solve. So collecting like terms, 2x shifted to left and minus 1 shifted to the right, that gives answer 7x equals to 7. So dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is this very 7, correctly, you now have x equals to 1. So this is the solution to this very question. That is the value of the unknown, which is x, is now equals to 1. Let me just share with you quickly the marking scheme to this very question, how it is marked during the marking of this NECO 2023. So the very first mark is the method 1 mark. This method 1 mark is attempted to change those numbers from ordinary numbers to index numbers. This 27, 9, and 1 over 3. That gives you method 1 mark. And the next mark is another method 1 mark. It attempted to apply the law of indices, adding it to index, and that is multiplying it to index number by adding their powers. You have method 1 mark there. And it attempted to solve this simple index equation after this level, 7x equals to 7, you have another method 1 mark. And the last mark is the accuracy 1 mark. When you have the value of x exactly equals to 1, that gives you accuracy 1 mark. So in total, this very question 4A has 4 good marks.